Before we start, I will also read the three objects of the Society: to form a nucleus of universal brotherhood of humanity without distinction of race, creed, sex, caste or colour, to encourage the study of comparative religion, philosophy and science, to investigate unexplored laws of nature and the powers latent in the human being. The speaker this afternoon, as I mentioned, was Catherine Reynolds. Her title is Invoking the Light, Transform Your Inner Life Forever. Catherine is an international speaker and has been on platforms elsewhere in Australia. She was born in America and now we're lucky she resides with us in Australia. Her book, Invoking the Light, Lift the Veil of Illusion, is what she'll be talking about, and it's here, and it is publicised and being sold in the bookshop, ladies and gentlemen. Catherine has since 2006 been raising awareness to the public about life's truths, and I would like you to give her a warm welcome to be with us on our platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you. Can everyone hear me all right? Good. First, before I begin, it was interesting. I was waiting a little while in the library earlier today, and I was drawn to a book about symbolism. So I wanted to look up the symbol that I received in a vision, which I'll be talking about shortly. A circle with an equal-ended cross in the center. I looked up circle, and circle is defined as perfection, completeness, and freedom from distinction or separation. And I just felt that was so appropriate. And the symbolism of the cross was just so complex, I just decided on my own insight about it, is that I just see it as the tree of life, quite simply. So thank you for your interest in Invoking the Light. I appreciate you coming here today. I'd like to share with you some of the many benefits of Invoking the Light and share some of the light truths I've received. And then we'll have some announcements, and then I'll be happy to answer any questions that come through. We all aspire to live our highest potential and live an optimum state of spiritual, emotional, and physical well-being. But why, despite our best efforts, do difficulties inevitably emerge? How can we live our lives free of all negative thoughts, beliefs, and experiences? Finally, Invoking the Light offers the answer, the key to transforming our lives, our communities, and our world for the better. A revolutionary path to the light of full awareness. Invoking the Light reveals higher knowledge in the form of simple light truths. Invoking the Light has come at a time when the power of simplicity can heal an increasingly complicated world. That was a perfect example of how complicated life can be. Thank you. The light unveils the hidden truths about our earthly existence. The light unravels the greatest mystery of all, our true divinity. These divine messages revolve around a simple yet powerful invocation. You may ask, how can something so simple be powerful? Simplicity resonates at the very heart of our soul. Nature embodies the power of simplicity. The modern world complicates our lives with distractions, fears, negative thought forms, and experiences which can block us from reaching our highest potential. When invoked, the light does the work for you, uncovering and dissolving whatever blocks you, freeing you to live your life successfully, fearlessly, and harmoniously. At the same time, the light nourishes the very core of your spirit. And for those seeking enlightenment, the search is over. Invoking the Light enables you to take charge of and accelerate your enlightenment like never before. At the age of 12, I read a book about the power of the mind to manifest anything one desires. Fascinated, I was determined to tap into my potential and make my dreams a reality. And I was a big dreamer. Over the years, I explored the gamut of personal development and New Age strategies. Self-improvement, manifestation techniques, positive thinking, an intensive form of meditation, which I practiced for 15 years. Although helpful, my efforts got me only so far, and nothing had given me a truly simple yet powerful tool to transform my life until now. Despite all of my efforts, things actually seemed to get worse rather than better. And then a period of deep loss and depression gripped me after the passing of two beloved beings. I sought refuge with a friend in far north Queensland, where my journey of light began. On a magical walk to Mossman Gorge, a vision appeared in my mind's eye. We stopped for a moment to take in the energy of that beautiful place. It was a lovely day. And then I saw the colors in my mind's eye changing shape to form this circular image with an equal and cross in the center. The vision heralded an intense period of revelation. The visions continued as I received a series of light truths, then a powerful new invocation. Immediately I began using the invocation. I invoked the light around my home, my relationships, and my business, particularly when I was experiencing difficulties or roadblocks. If I felt held back in any way, I would invoke the light. Soon I began to realize the power and significance of the invocation, as it had a miraculous impact in my life. I felt inspired to share these revolutionary light truths and the invocation with others. Invoking the light offers a practical tool, finally clearing the way for living our highest potential. As a way to achieve one's highest potential, the law of attraction has generated great interest. According to popular belief, the law of attraction relies on the concept that what we put out there, we get back. But what about all those times we expected the worst to happen and nothing happened at all, or something positive happened instead? Most of the time, manifesting our goals takes sheer determination, and I was very determined. For example, in a short 3 years, I manifested new high-profile clients, 2 houses, one in a ski resort, and a brand new Porsche. But I had manifested what I thought I wanted, and soon found myself on a merry-go-round, rapidly increasing in speed and wanting to get off. Once I met a young man who was motivated by the law of attraction as a means of attaining his goals. As we talked, he opened up to me. He admitted that no matter how positive he tried to become, he was haunted by his past with feelings of remorse and regret. These negative beliefs about himself persisted, blocking his progress. Anyone can tell you how to manifest your goals, be a success, improve your health, attract a loving soulmate, or even attain self-actualization. But to achieve lasting results, first you must dissolve whatever motivated you to seek guidance in the first place. What really gets in the way of our highest potential? You may think, fear of what may or may not happen, blocks we may not know exist, hidden deeply in our subconscious, even at a genetic level, reinforcing negative thought patterns and beliefs, obstacles seemingly impossible to overcome. Fears, blocks, obstacles, or anything limiting us for that matter, still they are only symptoms. So what really gets in our way? The source eliciting the symptoms, the hidden influence of darkness. And what breaks through the darkness? When you enter a dark room, do you walk blindly in the darkness to find your way? Of course not. You simply reach for the light and turn it on. And what happens? The darkness dissolves instantly. The life-changing invocation in invoking the light dissolves darkness in all of its forms instantly, never to return. Imagine the heights you will be free to reach when you no longer have to entertain another negative thought, feeling, or experience. Finally, the light frees you to not only actualize your most cherished goals, but also accelerate your illumination. As the light empowers your life, you enter a heightened state of well-being, fulfillment, and the high vibrational state of full awareness. Invoking the light can assist you in unlimited ways. For example, it can activate and build your highest light frequency, elevate your intuitive gifts beyond the mind, increase motivation and self-confidence, dissolve creative blocks and unlock hidden talents and abilities, diffuse conflict and restore harmony. I believe so needed in our world today. Supersede the practice of working with energy, activate more lucid and realistic dreams as they become powerful tools of illumination. Remove obstacles in your career or relationships. Promote optimum health and well-being. Take a quantum leap to true enlightenment. Invoking the light uncovers all that is concealed to reveal the hidden influences eliciting all symptoms of the earthly life. Every thought, feeling, and experience, the light and darkness. The world makes sense when we look at it in simple terms of the light and darkness. The light elicits the positive aspects of life, such as The positive aspects of life, such as clarity, love, and compassion, whereas darkness elicits the negative aspects of life, such as confusion, fear, and conflict. But this light truth does not mean we have to embrace our shadow. The light and darkness comprise a simple framework for one purpose, our illumination. Only in our earthly world can the light and darkness coexist as essential elements to bring about the human experience of illumination. In talking with others about the light and darkness, the subject of duality often surfaces. The light and darkness elicit a kind of moral dualism of positive and negative responses, but nothing exists without the light, even darkness. To help understand this light truth, imagine a solid object placed in sunlight. By blocking the light, the object casts a shadow. Take away the object blocking the light, and the shadow disappears. Only the light is real. Darkness is a shadow of what is real. Darkness cannot exist without the light, and whatever is blocking the light, casting the shadow. You may be wondering what exactly is the light and darkness forming the framework for our illumination. Firstly, darkness. Unlike many stories, films, and TV shows would have you believe, darkness is not all-powerful. Darkness employs a smoke and mirrors strategy, eliciting the illusion of power, assisted by the ego, fear, and human desire. Modern thought tends to discount the existence of darkness, encouraging us to consider any negative tendency as an inner psychological struggle. But like all mind-based practices, psychology addresses symptoms only, not the hidden source eliciting them, darkness. For this reason, when we try to uncover the shadow within, we encounter an elusive adversary. In truth, although darkness initially plays a role in our illumination, if allowed to build, darkness is the true instigator of all of life's fear and conflict, mental and physical disease, even natural disasters and environmental damage. For the first time, invoking the light offers a simple yet powerful solution. When invoked, the light dissolves darkness in all of its forms, at its very source instantly, clearing the way for achieving true change, healing, and optimum well-being. Most importantly, the light. What is it? Not energy. In other words, not of this universe. Supreme benevolence, divine light, transmitted directly from the highest source. No complex methodologies required, only a simple yet powerful invocation.